Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. On my way to Huntsville to meet up with Jeremy Winsett with Drifter Jigs. He makes drifter jigs around here locally. We're going to go float to Flint I believe we're going to go from the Brown Bear put in up at Winchester Road down to 72. Weather's going to be kind of an issue. It's mist and rain. I'm going to have a very wet seat. It's rained on me basically all the way from the house to here. I'm going to have a very, very wet seat, so I'm going to have a very, very wet pair of pants here in a little while. But we're probably going to get wet anyway. It's one of those days to where it's going to be so warm and muggy, excuse me, that if you wear a jacket, you're probably going to sweat so bad you can't stand it anyway. It's only going to be about 72, 73, but the humidity is like 145,000%. So anyway, it's not going to rain all day. We're going to have some places we can stop probably and tuck under some limbs and stuff to stay out if it does rain real hard. But anyway, we're going to float down. We're looking for mainly smallmouth in this section of the river. We might get lucky and pick up some largemouth or a spot or two, but more than likely we're going to be targeting smallmouth. And so anyway, we're going to try some different things. I've got a tournament coming up that we're going to float I'm going to float another section of the Flint in a day or two. So we're going to try our best to see if we can't figure something out, see if we can figure out what these fish are going to hit. So hang on with me, hit that subscribe button, hang on with me. We're going to see if we can get some fish in the boat, see if we can get some smallies here. There's a fish. That's a good fish too. Oh, that's a big old smallie. Chatter. Oh, I mean, that's a tournament fish. I wish this was tomorrow. Come here, Buster. Good Lord. I've got a net, but I didn't bring it with me because I didn't think I'd want it. This is easily going to be my PB smallie right here. Oh yeah, easily. Yes, sir. It's going to make a real easy decision on what I throw tomorrow, though. I mean, that's a sow. Right out there in the middle, tucked behind some rocks. Yeah. Let's see how long she is. I got a year-long tournament I'm in. Let's put her on the board. You ain't gonna be still for me though, are you? Probably. You ain't gonna be still. I'm gonna say it's probably it's a good 19. Find my camera. Now, are you gonna be still for me, girl? She might not get 19. Oh yeah, she will. 19, nearly 19 and a half. If I pinched her tail, I could get 19 and a half, but I don't need to pinch her tail, so. Easy now, easy now. I'm gonna let you back in, girl. She post spawn. That is easily my PB smallie. There you go, girl. Go on back. Yes, sir. There's fish. There's the one on the old drifter jig. He ain't no little fat smallie too. Told you I like that color. That's that brown and black. Pretty little guy. All right, so let's kind of talk about what I'm doing. Got a little lull here. I've got mini max on. I'm trying to do a little better job of telling you what I've got on, what I don't got on, when I change baits and so forth. Caught that big smallie on this bait, and then I caught another one on jig, drifter jig. The I think it's the Helgramite color. I don't recall what the color name for this is. It looks very natural. I've got a little fluke. Baby bass is the color on the trailer. 15-pound fluorocarbon. There was a fish right there. There was a fish right there. Get it back to him. I've had several roll at it, but I've only caught the one. I've only been fishing for maybe 25-30 minutes. So I mean, it's very shallow. So this is really perfect for a mini max, stuff like this, because that bait's not gonna run real deep, especially if you decide you want to put a paddle tail on it. I didn't want to put a paddle tail because of the I think if you're running against the current, that bait's gonna be sitting right on top of the water. So what I've been kind of doing so far is running up on these little spots like this right here, stopping. Is what you got. You got a little bar right here, a little bar right there. That's not real deep. But over here on this left-hand side, the water's probably 3.5 foot deep. And so that's really where 2 bites have come from. So that's kind of where I've been focusing. Jeremy's behind me somewhere back here. Always got to be one in this hole right here. Yeah, there he is too. And that's, oh God, what is this? I think this may be, if this is a bass, this is a toad. You ever catch any catfish out of here? Yeah. I think it's a flathead. Good God. It hit it like a freaking tank.
What did you catch it on?
Chatterbait? Yeah, it's a big old, oh my God, no, it's a freaking huge smallie.
Are you serious?
I mean, it's probably a 10, I bet you this is 5-pound smallie. Holy crap. Come here, girl. Oh no! No!
Dude, I saw that.
Oh my gosh.
I saw that fish.
I thought it was a flathead catfish. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh, well, at least it ain't tomorrow. At least it ain't tomorrow, Joshua. Just tell yourself that. Oh my gosh. That was every bit of 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, that was a 5-pound.
Oh my gosh, I can't miss him tomorrow. It just pulled too. It didn't sling it or nothing. It pulled loose. I just barely did have it hooked. Oh my gosh, what a fish. Holy crap. I thought it was a flathead. I'm not used to seeing brown colors. Holy, oh, there's another one. I got another one. This is not near as big, but it's a good fish. I will have my net tomorrow though. Oh, get out of that line. They're stacked right in here.
I'm coming behind you.
Come on. Come on out here and stand. I'm fixing to get out and stand on the rocks here. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe I lost that one, but still. That's a good fish right there. That's probably a...
Oh yeah, that's a good.
That's a measuring fish. Probably a... Oh yeah.
I'm coming up.
Come on. It's a 14. Now, I ain't got a bite in a while. I was getting used to catching one every 3 or 4 casts.
Wait till we get down here around this creek.
There we go. Right on cue. Oh, I thought he'd come off. Oh, she's a dancer. Oh, she's a dancer. Right over on the edge of that current, yeah. Oh, she's a dancer. Good little fish. Probably a 14, 15.
Yeah.
Boy, she's chunky too. Put that belly on that fish.
Belly. They feed.
Chunky, chunky, chunky. Get on out of here, girl. Now, I want to catch one on this red jig. I said, I want to catch one on this red jig.
Red and brown.
Red and brown. Oh, I ask and ye shall receive. I don't know what it is. It's running with the current. It's a big old, no, it's a rock bass. Nope, yep. Big old rock bass. I thought it was a bluegill for a second. Bloop. That's not what I'm looking for, but hey. All right, so just got back from that float you just watched. I want to take a minute and talk about a couple of the baits I was using. You heard me mention drifter jigs. This is made by a gentleman who lives over in Huntsville. Great little baits, 1/8 ounce ball head jigs. Got a top, top eye hookup, so it doesn't get hung very easily. I threw this particular one. It's matched with a molten crawl, I believe is the color, TRD, and this color is Helgramite. This is the one I caught the smallie on. Caught a couple of rock bass on it. Caught another little smallie. I don't think I put it in the video. Little bitty smallie, but this was one of them. I had it paired on a 7-foot medium action 8-pound test mono leader. I think it's 15-pound test braid. You could throw it on straight mono if you wanted to. You could throw it on straight fluorocarbon. But this was one of the baits. The other bait I had that I caught the bigger fish on was, and I showed this in the video, but I want to show it up close, was Mini Max. Okay. I don't remember, like I said in the video, I don't remember what color this is. I've already got rid of the packaging, so I don't remember. It's like bluegill or gill or something like that. But I threw a white one a little bit with a silver blade. They wouldn't touch anything with a silver blade. But this one, as you can see, has a gold blade. It's kind of got, let me get my fingers working here. It's kind of got some orange. It's got a little bit of purple, some specks in it. Looks very much like a little bluegill. And in the Flint River, this is primarily your forage for smallmouth, largemouth, or spotted bass for that matter. They're going to eat crawfish. They're going to eat Helgramites. They're going to eat small bream. Not a lot in the way of shad. Now, pairing wise, this is the actual bait that I used. That one was brand new. You can see the head. I can get up here. The head's beat up on this one. Same exact bait. I finished the day throwing it on a paddle tail. I didn't actually get any decent fish on it with a paddle tail. Mini Max is so light. This is the 1/4 ounce version. They make a 1/4 or 3/8, and you can actually get it in a half. The head's bigger. Everything else is smaller. But it's so light with all that current. Paddle tail, I was throwing this in really, really shallow water. I had a Zoom Fluke on here, which is much smaller profile, has a forked tail, allows the bait to run a little deeper. But that's what I was throwing. It was great that day. I was not anticipating it being a great bait that day, honestly. You can kind of see that purple right there. But that's what I was throwing. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm trying to do a better job in my videos of telling you what exactly I'm throwing. So if you go to the Flint, try you one of these, especially early in the spring. Now, obviously, later on in the year, your brim are a little bigger, you might want to go, obviously the bite's going to slow down. The water's cold. It's probably in the mid 50s at best. I didn't carry my fish finder, so I'm not sure. But we had a great day. I think I ended up with about 9 or 10 smallmouth all total, probably a dozen rock bass. Most of them were on this bait. Like I said, did catch a few on the Hellgrammite colored. I caught same jig, different color, red and green. I caught a couple of rock bass on. Chartreuse and brown. I did catch a good decent smallie on it that my camera had already died. It's the brown, basically replaced the light brown on this with the chartreuse. It looks kind of like a small bait fish. I had it paired with a TRD that's green as well, and I was swimming it through the current when I caught it. But it was a great day. We had a great time. 8.5 mile float from Brown Bear to Highway 72. That's a long float. It took us about 7 hours probably. We put in about 9:30 and got out, let's see here. No, it took us longer than that because we didn't pull out. I didn't get back to my truck till 5. So about 4:30. It took us about 8.5 hours, I guess. So great float, a lot of fun. Coming up, still got a lot more videos coming out. Hit that subscribe button, get this channel moving along. Try to help you out as much as I can. See you on the water, guys.